Hey guys, it's Valerie. Today we are going to be doing a leg and core workout using our stability ball. Weights are optional, but definitely not mandatory. We're going to go ahead and get started with some nice and simple squats. So toes slightly out, heels in. We're going to sit it down and come back up. Squeeze the booty as you rise up, lower, and squeeze. My back is nice and straight. If you're rounding, it means you're coming too far down. Just lower and lift. Lower, squeeze that booty. Nice job. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Let's go ahead and grab our ball. We're going to bring it out towards the side of our mat. Take your foot on that ball, hands on the hips. Bring that foot nice and tight. Now, if you are a little uncoordinated, you can take a hand on a wall or on a chair. I will definitely be using my wall for some of these workouts because I'm a little less coordinated. We're going to lower down and lift. Kick it out, squat it down. Now all my weight is in this right leg. I'm lowering down and lifting back up, making sure that my knees don't go past that toe. Lower and lift. One leg squat here. You're doing great. Breathe here. Last 5, 4, squeeze that core, squeeze that booty, 2, and 1. Nice job. Let's switch it out. Take that left foot on the corner of that ball. Again, option here to grab a chair. We're going to lower and lift. Try to ground down into that left leg. Lower, rise up, squat it back. My core is nice and tight. My back is nice and straight. Take whatever arm variation you need to find your balance. Hands in prayer, hands all over the place. As long as you're using that leg, that left leg, lower and lift. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. This time we're going to take the ball behind us. You're going to plant your toes on that ball. Now I'm going to have my hand on a wall because this one's a little tricky. So you kind of want that ball to slide behind you. So what's going to happen is you're going to lower and lift. Lower and lift. Ground in to that front leg. Kick it back, sink it down. Ground into that standing foot. Use that core here to keep you nice and balanced. Kick it back, bring it forward. You got this. I know this is working those glutes, those legs. Last 5. Last 4. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Let's come back to center. We're just going to switch it out. Take that opposite foot on the ball. Find whatever you need to stabilize. And hey, if you can do this with no hands, more power to you. I just want to make sure I don't fly all over the place for the video. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, kick it back. And lift. Lower. Bring it back. Kick it nice and far behind you. This front knee is not going past the front toes. My chest is lifting up. I'm squeezing that right booty. Ooh, I'm losing my breath. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Let's come back into those side lunges. Take that ball. We're going to step that foot on there, and we're going to go ahead and extend that leg out. This time, we're just going to drop it down and lift. So not much rolling here. More stabilizing of that left leg. Sit it back, lift up. You got this. Breathe here. I know this is tricky. We're isolating one leg at a time. Making sure our body is nice and balanced. Maybe you notice if one side feels way stronger than the other. Maybe you do a couple more reps on that side, the weaker side. 1, 3 more. Last 3. Last 2. And we're coming down for a hold. Hold it here. Sit that booty back. Maybe bring the right toes up towards the sky. Sit the hips back. Maybe tiny little pulses. You got it for 3, 2. Nice job. Let's bring it up. And we're going to go ahead and switch sides. Take that left leg, right leg. Extend it out nice and long. we're gonna go ahead and dip it low. Bring it back up. Squat and lift. Lower, lift up. Really use that core, use that leg to help stabilize the body. Even if you don't get that low in your squat, dip it down and lift. Lower and lift. Breathing here, very important. Last 3, and we're coming in for that hold. I know you got it in you. Lower it down towards the sky. Breathe here, breathe, breathe, breathe. Maybe tiny little pulses for 3, 2, 1. Nice job, beautiful. We're gonna go ahead and take that ball in between the legs. Let's take a little break. Toes are gonna come out. Heels are gonna be in. Knees are going to stay tracking on those toes. So if your toes are way out here and your knees are pointing in here, that's not going to be good for your knees. So you're going to move your feet a little more narrow to make sure that your knees stay on top of the toes. We're going to rise up, and we're going to stand up and squeeze the ball in between the legs. Lower and squeeze that ball. Squeeze with your inner thighs. This is a plie squat. We're squeezing that ball for dear life. Lower and lift. Lower down, squeeze. I know. Keep breathing here. You got this. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Nice job. Let's come all the way down to our backs. Take a little break. Just kidding. We're going to plant our feet on that ball. So what we're going to do here, this is going to take a lot of balance. Heels on the ball. We're going to lift the hips and lower. Whew. Lift and lower. We're using a lot of our muscles here because we have to stabilize to make sure that ball doesn't roll away from us. Squeeze the glutes as you rise up. Lift and squeeze. Nice. Lift up and down. Lift, lower. Breathing here. Try to draw those inner thighs towards each other. Make sure those knees aren't coming out as you rise up. They stay nice and parallel to each other. Lift. 1 more time. There we go. Lift it up. Hold, 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 hold. Ah, nice job. All right, we're going for hamstring curls. Working that burn. So what's going to happen here is you're going to extend your legs on the ball. That heel is going to kind of hover above that ball. We're going to lift the hips up. We're going to drive the feet in and extend them out. Lift. And nice job. Pull the knees in. Try to keep those hips nice and high. I know the back of the legs and the booty is burning, but you are working that body. Killing it right now. Keep those hips nice and lifted. Don't let them drop. You got this, guys. Here we go. Let's burn it out. Last 5. Keep those hips up. Knees drawing towards each other. Last 3. Woo, feel that burn. Last 2. And 1. Nice job. Lower those hips all the way down. Ah, that feels awesome. It'll feel even better tomorrow. We're going to go ahead and take our belly onto our ball and plant our hands on the floor. And bring our feet out a little wide. Now you want your whole hip supported on the ball. So you want to make sure that your whole hip area is on the ball, your upper body is safely on the floor. You're going to lift those legs up and lower. Now make sure you're not like arching your low back. It's just a squeeze of the glutes and lifting. Squeeze the glutes to lift the legs. Even if that means that your legs just kind of come off the floor, I don't want you rounding the back and using your momentum. That is definitely going to cause an injury. So nice and slow and controlled. You got this. Squeeze those glutes. Lift up and squeeze. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. We're going to come all the way back into those plie squats. So let's go ahead, stand above our ball. Toes out, heels in, squeeze and lower. Lift up, squeeze. Really grab that ball with your legs. So if I tried to come and kick it, it ain't going anywhere. Lower and lift. Nice job. Squeeze that ball down and up. Lower, lift. You got this. Squeeze. Working those inner thighs. Last 5. Last 4. And we're gonna hold at 1. Ready? Here we go. Hold, 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 hold. Squeeze. Squeeze everything in nice and tight. Beautiful. Let's make our way onto our back for our second round of glute bridges. Bring that ball in towards the glutes. Knees bent at a 90 degrees. Heels are on the ball. Hands are down by the sides. Ground into those heels. Lift the hips and lower. Lift and lower. You got this. We are almost there, guys. We just have a little bit of core after this, and you are good to go. Working that booty, working those abs, working that whole body, empowering yourself. Exercises release endorphins, so you're helping any anxiety, depression, stress. Don't think about it just for your body. Think about what you're doing for your mind. Ready? Last 5. 4. We're gonna hold. I know it hurts. 3. Last 2. Hold it up. Hold, hold, hold. Dig those heels in. Draw those knees towards each other. And then lower it down. Stretch the legs out. Take a little break here. That is gonna hurt tomorrow. We're gonna let those legs out nice and long. And then when you're ready, hands down by the sides, we're gonna lift the hips up and pull the ball in. Extend and pull. Keep those hips nice and lifted. We're using those hamstrings. Breathing here. Hug it in and out. Ooh, it burns. You got this. Here we go, guys. We're gonna burn it out. Are you ready? Let's go. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh man, okay, let's take that out nice and long. And then we are gonna go ahead and make our way back onto our belly. So let's find our knees here. Plant those hips on that ball and gently roll yourself out. Hands plant down on the floor. My hips are totally supported by that ball, but my toes can also comfortably touch the ground. So what we're gonna do this time is we're gonna lift up and we're gonna click our heels together like you're Dorothy trying to get out of this workout. You're lifting and you're clicking. Yes, lift up, click the heels down. Lift up, click, out, down. Again, I'm not arching my low back. I'm just squeezing my glutes and using that squeeze to lift my legs nice and high. You got it. Breathe here. Really lift and click, down. Lift, click, and down. You got this, guys. We are almost there. After this, we are heading down to our back to go ahead and do our core. Ready? This time we're gonna hold up, we're gonna lift, and we're just gonna click our heels. Keep clicking like you're wishing to go home. You're wishing to be done with this workout. Click, click, click. This is really gonna help where that booty meets the legs. Make sure that everything is nice and lifted. Here we go. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job, guys. Let's roll onto our back. Take our ball with us. Whew. Lower all the way down. And we are gonna take our ball and we're gonna place it in between our legs. Hands are gonna come down by the side. Now, if you do this and your low back is already lifting off of the mat, you can take your hands underneath your seat and make sure that when you start to lower, if your low back starts to come up, you've gone too far. So we're gonna lower the legs down and lift. Option here to tap that ball on the floor and then bring it all the way back up. Lower. Now you're engaging the inner thighs here by squeezing that ball. Down. Breathe on the exhale. Out. Lift up. Lift up. You got this. Breathing. Nice job. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Let's take that ball. We're going to come on to our side. And kind of like we did earlier, we're going to take that ball in between the thighs. Now, this is really tricky. So option to come all the way down onto that elbow. Option to take that right hand or left in front of your waist. We're going to lift and lower. I know, I said it was hard. Lift and lower. Option to reach and down. Lift, lower. Try to be nice and gentle with your movements, moving through this, breathing down. You got it, guys. You're doing so good. I know it hurts. The stability ball works wonders, though, I promise you. Here we go, guys. The finish line of this exercise. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take that ball and make it all the way back down onto your back. All right, guys, let's take the ball between our inner thighs. Everybody's going to put their hands underneath their hips. We're going to lift the hips and lower. Lift as if you're trying to touch the ceiling with that ball. Lift and down. Nice job. We're burning it out here. After this, you are done, so don't give up. Just keep squeezing that ball in between the legs. Here we go. Last 5, 4, 3, even my voice is cracking, 2, and shaking, and 1. Nice job. Let's come on to our opposite side. Take that ball in between the legs. Come all the way down onto that elbow. Whew. Here we go. Let's lift. Lift and down. Lift up and lower. Option to bring that hand up towards the sky. Totally optional. Breathing here. Lift and lower. Lift. Nice job. I'm sweating. Are you sweating? Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. We're going to do one more set of that. I know it's going to burn, but this is it, guys. So push yourself. Really push yourself. You're going to feel so good afterwards. Hate me now, love me later. Take the ball in between your inner thighs. Option to take those hands behind the back. We're going to lower and lift. Lower. Lift up. Breathe here. Find nice, strong exhales. That back is glued to the mat. Nice job. Here we go. Burn it out. Are you ready? Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come into the side. Bring that ball in between the legs. Option again to come all the way down onto those elbows. This time I'm going to keep my hand in front. Find that nice deep breath. And when you're ready, we're going to lift and lower, lift and lower. It doesn't have to be a big movement here. It's just lifting the legs off and lowering them down. Lift and down. Breathe. Here we go. Nice job. Last time you have to do this exercise until we do it on the other side. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Let's take that ball, bring it in between the legs. We got one more set of hip lifts, one more set of mermaid crunches, and guys, we're almost out of here. Take that ball in between the legs. Lift the hips nice and high. Reach up and down. Lift the hips up and lower. You got it. As if you're trying to pass that ball off to the ceiling. Squeeze the ball with the inner thighs. If that ball drops, just pick it back up and keep going. Option to do all of this without the ball. Here we go. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. I almost lost the ball that time. Nice job. Here we go. Last exercise. Let's come onto that opposite side. Roll down onto your back. Take that ball in between the legs. Come down to the elbow. Hand in front of the body. We're going to lower. Come up and down. Beautiful. Lift and lower. Try to lower nice and gently down to the floor instead of slamming them down and using your momentum. We want to make sure that we're light. The downward motion is just as important as the upward motion. We're working completely different set of muscles, and we're working all of our muscles in different ways when we do that. Nice job. Last 5, last 4, last 3, last 2, and and 1. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and come to a cobra on our mat. Drop the belly down, shine the chest up. Beautiful. Sit it all the way back into a child's pose. Forehead to the ground. Find those nice deep breaths. Make sure you hydrate. Make sure you stretch those legs. We did a lot of great work today. You guys absolutely crushed it. I will see you next time. Thanks for joining.